It's amazing how the camera can make or break your day. Sometimes I put the camera and I think, oh my goodness, I can't show that to the world. And then some days I go, all right, I'm working with what I got. So I put my lips on, get my red glasses, and put myself out there. So this little button is Lucy. Lucy she looks like she's black and she's not. She is a semi-sweet, dark, chocolate, little droplet of deliciousness. She is reserved and she's staying for 3 weeks of foundations training. And she just took her for a walk. She had a little bit of training, and then now she's just getting her nails clipped. And I'm trying to think of what subject I want to talk about. I know what I'm going to talk about. Well, this little button patiently lets me clip her nails. I want to talk about submissive peeing. Some people will talk about this and say that their puppy pees when it gets excited. And that's what we call submissive peeing. So, as a puppy parent, as a dog owner or a person who's around puppies, it's your responsibility as the person, as the boss, as the leader, to not let the puppy get that excited. And one way to avoid that is when you come home, don't lose your ever-loving mind greeting your dog, because then your dog loses its ever-loving mind and pees. And then you're not happy. So, if you have a dog that does submissive peeing, well, I'm going to say never, I'm going to say always do what I'm saying, but especially if you have a dog that has just loses its mind. Do not greet the dog like your long-lost relative that you haven't seen for 29 years. Maybe don't greet the dog the second you walk in the house. Maybe you just, if your dog is in the crate, or say your dog's loose, whatever it is, make coming home no big deal. Walk in the house. Go make yourself a cold drink. Check your email. Do something for some people. If they're having a problem, I tell them for 15 minutes, do not greet that dog. It is not you being rude or unfair or grumpy with your dog. It's just helping your dog understand that the excitement of you arriving doesn't mean everybody is going to lose their ever-loving mind. When you walk into a room or you've been away for a while and you go, I'm not going to do it loud because I'm just not going to do it. I don't want this puppy to get excited, and my other dogs are going to think we're nuts. But that high-pitched, I love you, where have I been? I've been away for... And the dog's going, oh my gosh, and wiggling and just trying to show its belly and peeing all over itself. That, my dears, can become a habit. Do not allow that. Do not allow people to greet your dog that way. Say you and your household understands that it's not fair to greet the dog like that. But say there was a place I would take my dogs, take the puppies to one of the local stores, and my goodness, there was a cashier that would just run around the counter and do the thing, and I would just say, stop. Stop. Do not greet my dog like that. Don't greet me that way, but certainly don't greet my dog like that. Because I'm trying to teach dogs to not lose their ever-loving mind, to not be so overexcited and overstimulated that they lose control of their bladder. If your dog is doing that, you need to stop it today. Stop it today. And no one is allowed to greet your dog who does that like a lunatic, because that can become a habit. And then you just have a dog that pees when people greet it. And there might be just one person that your dog does that to, because that person has such a dominant energy and then turns into a fruit fly. with the craziness, don't let the person do that. Measure the greetings and control how people are greeting your dog. And this will pay off exponentially through life. It just will. You don't want a dog that pees every time somebody says hello to it. And that habit can develop, and once it's a habit, it is very hard to stop, if at all. And again, I didn't make that up. I'm just telling you stuff that hopefully you figure out. And plus, it gives me an opportunity to just meander with this little lovey girl. She's just an amazing little canine companion, and she's going to be wonderful for her family, and she is reserved. If you ever have any questions for me, about our process, about my program, go ahead and send an email to puppyperfectionist@gmail.com. You will only talk to me if you ever talk to me on the phone. You will only use that email. And if you see this video on a page and you think it's me, scroll up and make sure there are 86,000 followers now. We're almost at 87,000. Make sure that's me. The page started in 2017 and it has reviews. Then you know it's me. If the page has anything different than that, it's not me. And if you're ever worrying, send an email to puppyperfectionist@gmail.com and I will make sure you get in the right place. And again, this is sweet little Lucy.